Welcome to the reading. This reading will be for Larsa, Pippen, and Marcus Jordan. Now, I wrote down a ton of questions regarding this couple, like how does Scotty Pippen feel, and all sorts of stuff I'm curious to look into. So let's see what happens in this reading, what pops up. Before I begin, I'm going to start off with the overall energies, like I always do. So let's see, what's the overall energy around this couple? What can we see? This is a fascinating couple. The Hierophant's here, fascinating. Let's see what pops up. There's an energy of karma, is what I'm seeing. There's definitely an energy of karma. Fascinating. So thus far, sorry, I had to shuffle the cards, right, to complete it. But thus far, I'm getting an energy of karma. Not just that. There's heartbreak here. I'm definitely seeing heartbreak. I'm seeing problems. Not just that, there was fighting as well. Not just that, the man in this relationship, Marcus, he's been through some shit. I'm seeing domestic energies, like domestic violence. I don't believe they're married. I think they're just dating. But that's what popped up, is domestic violence. I'm seeing fighting. I'm seeing karma. This is interesting, right? And I'm just going to stew on the energies. I'm not going to be rushing or anything, because this is fascinating to me. I'm seeing karma with the Hierophant, right? What goes around comes around. I'm seeing lessons. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting lessons with this Hierophant. Not just that, I'm seeing problems. Wow, I gotta call it as it is. What caught my eye are these 3 cups. I'm seeing third-party situations, right? I'm seeing regret. I'm seeing shame. The 5 of Cups can also represent shame. The 9 of Wands represents coming out of a fight or dealing with the fight. So I'm seeing that there were definitely fights, right? And it's kind of just I'm going to call it as it is. It's a Marcus Jordan guy, kind of stepping out of the relationship. Not just that, there was a major fight. There was a major fight. Not just that, he got wounded. If you look at this guy's clothes, it's all tattered. I'm seeing yelling. I'm seeing arguments. And I'm seeing Marcus focusing on work. That's what I'm seeing. So this is kind of his energy. He's dealing with karma, and I'm actually getting, it's for the both of them. You see these 2 people right here? They're both dealing with karma, and it's coming from the divine. Not just that, this guy, he was just doing what guys do. You know, sometimes guys cheat. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that there was some shameful things going on in this relationship as far as him stepping out of it. And I'm seeing her go crazy. Pulling on his clothes, yelling at him. So I'm seeing a dysfunctional vibe. And that's funny that popped out so early on to the reading. But alright, what else can we see about this situation? Can we actually get her vibe? Because that's what he's going through. What is she going through? What can we see? What can we see about her situation? The celebration is over. That honeymoon period. And it's funny because the vibe is kind of are they even still dating? I don't even know, because it's kind of just the honeymoon period is over with the 3 of Cups in reverse. So it's kind of just coming out of happy vibes, dealing with real life situations. So it's kind of just you know how you have a honeymoon period where you're not seeing things clearly and you're kind of just enjoying things for what they are. I'm seeing that enjoyment is over. That's what I'm seeing. Not just that, it's interesting, right? Because the Wands represents a lot of things, right? Energies, passion. If you look at this Knight of Wands, he's in reverse. This also is a sexual energy because it relates to the phallus, the penis, right? So it's kind of just like, what was I telling you? That he was doing something else. It's kind of just like, she's not doing it for him. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of just like before, he didn't have a need to like hook up with anyone else, that he was enjoying her. But I'm seeing that he's getting bored. You know, it's kind of just like, this has to do with actions as well. His actions aren't right. You know, the Knights represents actions. So this is energies of pulling away, of pulling back. But it's interesting though, because this is definitely a dysfunctional situation, because you see this is the Nine of Wands representing fighting, right? And then look, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's kind of just like they're going to try to make it work. At least that's her vibe. That's actually her vibe, actually. You see this lady, her face is showing. He has his back turned to us. So what's being shown is he wants to walk away. But she wants to establish something long-term with him. Because the Ten of Pentacles represent kind of just like legacy, long-term plans, long-term investments. She's in it for the long haul. That's what I'm seeing. And it's interesting because it's kind of just like indecision currently going on with their situation. And it's over this Eight of Pentacles. So it's kind of just like, at this moment, things are up in the air, especially with the moon being here. It represents cycles, you know what I mean? Kind of just like when the water raises and the water level drops. It's kind of like that situation. Things are in flux. Not just that, it's kind of just like he's alone, working. He's focusing on himself right now. He's focusing on his money. He's focusing on his own sort of just like business projects. And for her, she don't know what's up. Because this Two of Swords kind of represents indecision. Also represents not being secure, not being comfortable because you don't know what's happening. You see how this lady's blind? So she don't know what's up with this relationship. The energies are up in the air. So, I mean, this is fascinating. This is definitely fascinating. I'm going to look into how does he treat her, right? Very fascinating energies. I wasn't expecting that, sort of. I was just like, they kind of look like they're in love and all that. But it's interesting that this is giving us a deep perspective. So let me see. How does he treat her? And I'm going to look into how she treats him. But first, let me get his vibe. How does he treat her? What can I see? What can we see regarding how he treats her? He wants to walk away. That's what I'm seeing. He wants to walk away. Currently, they don't have any sort of like communication. There's distance. Again, the man's turning his back. Not just that, this red, what's being indicated to me is kind of like red flags. He's seeing red flags that he didn't see early on at the start of their situation, their relationship. But it's kind of just like he's seeing red flags. And that would make sense, right? Because it showed that there was sort of just like domestic abuse happening. And let me just say that this is all allegedly because we are on YouTube, but the energies are real. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, I mean, he's not too happy. And if you look at this sun here, it shows like his vibe. He's kind of just like, I'm over this shit. Confirm with the sun. It's kind of like the sun being in reverse, right? Before, this situation brought him joy. But it's kind of just like things aren't fun. He's agitated with her. I'm seeing agitation. I'm seeing like petty energy. It's showing me petty energy. I'm seeing like fighting over silly things. Not just that. It's kind of just like he rolls his eyes a lot. He's just agitated. It's kind of like a lack of respect is what I'm seeing. Tough vibe, right? But this lovers is what's being shown to me is that situation, right? Like when they come together, it's a sexual situation. It's kind of just like either they're fighting, either he's like agitated or mad. And if that's not happening, then they're hooking up. You know, they're being intimate. What's being like told to me is that's when he uses her. It's kind of just like with sex and then he's done. It's kind of just like if he's not, and it's telling me something like really graphic, but that's not my style, so I'm not gonna like say it. But it's like when he's not screwing her, he doesn't want to deal with her. He's over her. Not just that, he does care about what other people think, right? You know, the world represents broadcasting, right? It can represent the internet. It can also represent traveling. This is people perception. He does care about what people think. Sort of the shit people are saying, that's on his mind. What else can I see about how he treats her? So it's kind of just like a deeper look. Oh, he's done with this Capricorn energy. The thing with Capricorns, I'm actually a Capricorn sun. It's kind of just like once we're really done with something, we're done with it. At the same time, we do have loyalty. So it's like he doesn't want to completely dog her out, is what I'm seeing. It's like he does have that decency to not want to just like dog her out, talk shit about her, like make things public. But at the same time, he's done. That's what I'm seeing in Scorpio relating to the sexual organs. At this moment, this situation's only sex. It's only fighting. And that's interesting because that's actually what Scorpio kind of represent is like sexual shit. Not just that, it is ruled by Pluto and Mars represent kind of like fighting. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm just seeing sex and fighting. What else can we see? Look at this. See you again. It's kind of just like he walks away, but then he comes back. So I mean, it's a deep situation, right? Because I don't know why it's coming to me this way. Because I'm obviously know these people obviously have some type of money, so they're not broke. But I'm seeing an apartment. It's kind of just like they meet at an apartment, they hook up, and then it's kind of just like, okay, see you again later. Then it's kind of just like her and her feelings, her feeling a particular way, her crying. And it's kind of just like, I don't know, it's kind of like a weird situation because her energy is giving me someone that's like young. And I know she's a really old ass lady, but I'm getting an immature energy from her. It's kind of just like, I don't know. It's kind of just like a weird situation of kind of just like where it isn't communication, where it's just kind of stupid. With this, Seven of Pentacles is showing me with this once a day. It's kind of just like he takes what he wants. It's kind of just like after he get what he wants, he's done. And this is actually the male in this deck. The brown bear and the white rabbit is the female. So it's kind of just like sex from her basically once a day. It is what it is. It's kind of just like he treats her like an escort. And that's actually how he sees her too. It's kind of just like once he hooks up with her, he's done. So, I mean, fascinating. This is deep, actually. I'm actually going to pick up her vibe and see how she treats him. So, let me see. How does she treat him? We've seen early on in the reading that there's fighting, her yelling a lot, pulling on his shit, getting rough. She's agitated because she wants business prospects. She definitely wants her business prospects. This Nine of Pentacles represent kind of just like things happening easy as far as business, right? It can also represent a lady or a person that like worked a lot and it's kind of just like now they get to relax. But it can also represent kind of just like you wanting things to come to you easy. She wants business prospects to come to her easy, but it's not happening with this Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Three of Pentacles represents like teamwork, collaborations. It's in reverse. So it's kind of like she brings up business a lot to him. That's what I'm seeing. Not just that, she wants to put herself in the forefront. Not just that, she wants him to invest in her. But it's shameful. That's how he sees it. Because yellow can also indicate kind of like shameful deeds, shameful shit. He sees her as a disgrace. He sees her as shameful. Not just that, that's a real turnoff to him. And she's aggressive about this shit too. So it's kind of just like she's always coming to him with shit. Like, yo, I have ideas. I have projects. You know, look at this. And it's kind of just like he's working, he's doing his own shit. He's like, what do you want? So, I mean, that's interesting. And if you look too, it's like they have almost like the same outfit on, at least kind of like the same pattern with the yellow and the red flowers and shit. So it's kind of just like, you see, she's coming to him with like projects. You know what I mean? Obviously, other people as well. Kind of just like, yo, if you invest in this, like, this can be good for us. You know, I've been talking to some guy about like selling this, doing that, but we need this sort of investment. Do you know these type of people we can meet? Do you? That's what I'm seeing. But it's in reverse, so he's agitated about that shit. Not just that, she's trying to get sort of just like, how do I say it? She's trying to let the betrayal go. That's what I'm seeing. She's trying to let the betrayal go. Because this is when the Ten of Swords is in reverse, it represents you trying to like let go of the betrayal, like not deal with it. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like you want to like put it off. You don't want to deal with it. She's trying not to deal with that. She wants to let that go. So again, it was definitely betrayal in this situation. This Page of Wands, though, I mean, youthful, dumb energy. And this isn't good youthful energy. This is kind of like immaturity. She's immature with how she speaks to him, how she deals with him. Not just that, I'm getting a vibe almost like a spoiled brat. And again, I know this lady's old, but this is how the energy is popping up. It's kind of just like spoiled, dumb energy where she's not putting things together properly. You know what I mean? Kind of just like a grown, sophisticated lady would know how to go about these things, about trying to get things done. You know what I mean? It would be like Empress energy, but it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm not getting that. I'm getting like dumb energy. Dealing with karma again. She's dealing with karma. So this is a karmic situation. I know the Hierophant came up earlier and I said it relates to karma. And that's what I'm seeing here with this Justice. She's dealing with karma. That's what I'm seeing. Not just that. The Ace of Swords here, it's a troubling Ace of Swords, right? You see it's choppy water. It's coming out of darkness. Bad investment. That's what I'm seeing. Bad investments. She's been getting into bad investments, losing money, and she's trying to burden him with that. So, I mean, this is a deep situation. So it's kind of just like, for her, it's almost like she's trying to use him. That's what I'm seeing. She's trying to use him. And she has a habit of that too, with this Justice being here. But it just creates problems for her. Because it's kind of like completely unnecessary. But this is an energy of greed is what I'm seeing. So, I mean, deep. Very insightful, in my opinion. Now, it was telling me that, like, basically he's bothered with kind of like what the world has to say with their relationship. But I'm going to look deeper into that because my next question is, are they bothered from sort of just like the hate that they get regarding her being old, regarding him being young, and just people having opinions regarding their relationship? So this side will be for her, this side will be for him. So let's see, what can we see? How does she feel about like sort of like the hate they get? Because people do have opinions about their situation. Oh damn, he wants to move away from it. He's planning how the fuck to get away from it. Also, how to take back power, because the spheres, globes, it represent kind of like your authority, your power. He wants to reclaim his power. Not just that, it brings her down. and makes her feel a particular type of way, right? With this death being here. People are saying she's old. And that's the vibe that I'm getting with this skeleton. So it's kind of just like it is a damper on her. Not just that, he wants to move away from her. He doesn't want to deal with her. You see his back is turned? He's thinking about his standing in life. I'm also getting energies of regret. It's kind of like he regrets fucking with her. So, I mean, that's how they feel about sort of just like the shit, sort of like people are saying about them. Let's see. What else can I see? Ooh, sideways card on his side. Not just that, it's face down, so it represents his emotion. This apology, this is an energy of regret. That's what I'm seeing. You see an energy of guilt. Sorry to himself. He feels stupid. It's kind of like, again, he wishes that he never, or he wished that he never dealt with her, is what I'm seeing. He feels bad about it with this apology. You saw this lady's in tears? It's like a humbling situation for him, where it's kind of like regret, where he has to tell himself like he's sorry for doing this stupid shit. He wasn't thinking straight. She has goals, and it was funny because when I was like shuffling, it wanted me to pull these two cards. She has goals. This whole situation is about goals. She's trying to get to a destination. So this situation is like, she doesn't have any shame. Exactly. It's like, yeah, she doesn't like sort of like the hate that she's getting, but it's like she has a goal. She has goals. She's trying to get to a destination. Again, it's like she's trying to use this relationship. She's trying to use him. Not just that, she wants fulfillment. She wants abundance. So it's kind of just like, yeah, people are saying like she's old and shit. And yeah, it's death in this situation. So it's kind of just like this situation is going to be short-lived. This is not going to be something that she can benefit from long term. But she's trying. She's definitely trying. Now then, my next question is, how does Scotty Pippen, I don't even know how to say it, Scotty Pippen, how does he feel about this situation? How does Scotty feel about that? That's her ex-husband. Obviously, you wouldn't be watching this reading if you didn't know someone would like the details, I guess. But let's see. How does her ex-husband feel about her dating this Marcus situation? He's kind of just like, this shit has been put to an end. This shit is resolved. I know it says resolved, but it's kind of just like, he's like, this shit is done. He's kind of just like, he doesn't have to deal with it anymore. At the same time, she left him with an empty cup. And he is bitter about it with this scorpion being here. That's what I'm seeing. Because the scorpion, it represents kind of like being bitter, being in your feelings. So it's kind of just like, for him, this situation is resolved. He wants to put it behind him. And he's kind of just like, this bitch left me with an empty cup. And he's bitter. He wants to see her with an empty cup, is what I'm seeing. What came to mind is this aloof right here. It's kind of like he has an issue trying not to see it. It's like he kind of like, okay, this situation been resolved. I don't have to deal with her. Then the next he's in her feelings about it, or in his feelings about it. It's like he's triggered. It's like he wants to be aloof, but he has a problem trying to be aloof. Not just that, he goes back and forth with this Two of Pentacles, this Two of Disc. So it's kind of just like, in the Two of Pentacles, it represents kind of just like going back and forth, not being able to like make a decision. So it's kind of just like, at one point he's happy about the change, but then it's kind of just like he's upset. He wants her to see her karma. That's what he wants. He wants her to receive her karma. So I mean, deep. What else can we see? The devil in reverse. There's still love here. He still cares about her though. So I mean, this is contradictory energy because it's kind of like almost like he hates her, but then it's kind of just like he doesn't hate her. Again, with this Two of Pentacles, the Two of Disc, going back and forth. He doesn't know what he wants, but he does care about her. And it's kind of just like he still does have feelings towards her. But this ice, she iced him out. You know what I mean? And I know this says Princess of Cups, and it's kind of like her vibe. It's kind of like being reckless. Kind of like being spoiled. So I don't know like why this lady's spoiled, but that's just what I'm seeing. This lady, she's a spoiled lady. She gets what she wants usually. And she acts without thinking. It's a cold energy. Because yeah, this is kind of like a youthful energy with the Princess of Cups. But it's kind of just like the ice representing like being cold. And with this devil in reverse, he's not trapped anymore. So it's deep. It's kind of like free from sort of just like the toxic shit that was going on in their relationship. But at the same time, he still cares about her. And I think it's because she might be the mother of his kids. I think they have kids. I'm not sure. But I'm obviously seeing ties. He definitely has ties to her. So, I mean, it is what it is. Fascinating situation. This is a long reading, and I still have like, I don't know, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 more questions. You know, these are all questions I wrote down that I'm curious about. So let's see, do I want to do a part 2, or am I going to continue? Because I don't even know if I have any space left on my phone. What are her intentions regarding sort of this Marcus Jordan situation? What can we see? What are her intentions? She feels like he can bring structure into her life, right? Not just that, and I don't mean to be graphic. This is just the energy that I'm getting. She does like the sex that this Marcus guy provides for her. But with Capricorn again, you know, one of Capricorn's mottos is I use. And that's what I'm getting with her situation. I know like every zodiac sign have like a motto and shit. The motto that I'm getting is I use. She wants to use him. Not just that. She feels like this guy can bring structure into her life with this emperor. And structure can represent like multiple things, from business, right? From life, from money. That he can advance her. She feels like he can advance her. Not just that. This is an interesting energy. This 8 of Pentacles. She wants attention. You see this little animal here, this monkey, whatever, performing? She likes the attention that this relationship brings. So what I'm seeing is she likes the sex. She wants to use him. She feels like he can bring structure into her life. You know what I mean? Help her meet people, be introduced to people, help bring more money into her life. Not just that, she likes the attention that this relationship brings. So, I mean, fascinating. That's what I'm getting with her vibe. Let me see, what are his intentions with her? This deck is really heavy, by the way. You see how loud it is? So let's see, what are his intentions with her? What are Marcus Jordan intentions with I seen this card when it flew out and it's sideways and it represent his emotion because the card is face down. I believe it's the 8 of Wands. He wants to move the fuck away. Yep, he wants to move away. He doesn't even have like anything he wants to do with her. He just wants to move away. Not just that, he wants to focus on his money. That was showing up early on in the reading. He wants to deal with sort of just like opportunities for himself. Not just that, he wants to move away because he wants to put his passion elsewhere. You know what I mean? The King of Wands is a charming personality, a charming person. Not just that, and it's going to sound graphic again, but it's just a vibe. It's kind of just like he has sex to give to other people. You know what I mean? The King of Wands is a ladies' man. He wants to move away because he's kind of like a ladies' man. He's done with this situation. Not just that, this 4 of Wands, he wants to start a family. He feels like he can't start a family with her. So it's kind of just like the vibe that I'm getting is that he wants to move away. He wants to focus on himself. He's not even focusing on her. Like that situation's over. So, I mean, fascinating. Let's see. What's coming up for them? What can I see? What will be coming up for them? As a couple. What can we see? What will be coming up for them as a couple? Loneliness, a breakup, disappointment, isolation, dullness. You see this, right? So it's kind of just like what's going to be coming up for them as a breakup. Not just that, they're going to try to be just friends. That's what I'm seeing. Not just that. She's a controlling person. She's going to try to control him. That's going to be what's going to be like popping up. She really wants to keep this man in her life is what I'm seeing. See, with this dictatorship, also sort of just like this puppet energy of like control. She wants to control him. But karma is in this situation with Libra. All about justice, balance, right? Divine law. Karma is always popping up in their shit. That's what I'm seeing. This is a very karmic situation. You know, they have a history, is what I'm seeing. They definitely have a history from her, from him. And it has to do with how they treated other people, how she treated her ex-husband. It's deep. I'm getting a vibe of disrespect. It's telling me disrespect. They've done a lot of disrespect. And it's kind of just like they're going to have to pay. So, I mean, that's fascinating. That's going to be, like, what's coming up for them. My next question is, what guidance should they know? Sort of just like, of the universe. Like, what would the universe tell them? Like, what's their guidance? They need to move on with this advancement. You see this shit? Advancement. Speaking of moving on, not just that the Phoenix is here. You know, speaking of rebirth, transformation. They need to go their separate ways. This thing is done. Look at this shit. This expressive. This movement. To his intuition. His intuition is telling him move the fuck away from this situation. He needs to listen to his intuition. Not just that, they need to communicate with this speak. You know what I mean? They need to speak the truth. I tell her how he really feels. She needs to be honest with herself. She's not being honest with herself. Not just that, it's kind of just like when they move away, they'll be one step closer to finding sort of just like their true love. But it's kind of just like at this moment, it's just tense energy. That's what I'm seeing. They need to separate. This situation's done. So I mean, that's what I'm seeing. And actually, that's all my questions. So this reading is done. So I mean, interesting. Guys, definitely tell me what you thought. I decided to do this reading at random. I thought it was fascinating. But yeah, take care.